Hello and welcome to the injuries for round 5 in the AFL in the 2024 season. In this first clip we can see Cornelio's leg gets trapped in an awkward tackle, and as you can see his leg goes out to the side. It did look very bad. Watching the replay it made me cringe really badly. It just looked super painful. You can see that he grabs his knees almost immediately and he knows that he's in trouble. The GWS medical staff tested it on the day and they said that they believe it's not an ACL injury, and turns out it's a slight MCL tear, and apparently he'll be back in 2 weeks. That's a pretty fast recovery, so it must only be very minor. Charlie Dixon did play for the rest of the game, but you could see that his ankles were very sore. Due to his age and also this recurring injury, I doubt he will be playing next week. I didn't really see the incident myself, but Edwards was subbed out as he failed his HIA, and he'll go under the concussion protocols and he won't be available next week. After Kemp goes for a spoil, he lands pretty hard and hits his head. He went off, had the HIA and he passed, so he will be available, but this one could have gone very badly. Libba put his heart and soul into the game on the weekend and it took a big toll on his body. You can see that he was smashed around, and in the dying quarter, in the last 3 minutes after he took a bump, he got rid of the ball and apparently he collapsed. The dogs in the AFL are looking into it, but good on Parrish for looking after not even his teammate, just a fellow competitor. Well done to Parrish. But it looks like Libba's going to take next week off. Not sure if it's concussion or if it's his body's just purely exhausted, but he needs a rest. In the last 50 seconds of the game, after Waterman gets rid of the ball, he gets bumped front on by McIntosh. From the first angle it looks okay, but on the second angle it actually looks like McIntosh gets him a little bit high, possibly on the chin. He did stay down for quite a while and you can see that Waterman was hurt, so it'll be interesting to see what the AFL does about this one. McKay was left a little bit dazed after this marking contest, where he lands very close to straight on his face. McKercher was bumped front on legally from Cameron, and they both are very sore after this, but apparently McKercher may have broken some ribs from this front on contact. I don't think there'll be any MRO investigation on this one, but McKercher was subbed out straight away, so we probably won't see him if it is cracked ribs for at least 6 weeks. After Menzies tries to handball this, he ends up going down to the ground and grabbing at his shoulder. He went down to the rooms and he didn't play for the rest of the game. It probably looks like a dislocated shoulder. As you can see, it's heavily strapped, so this is a recurring injury. After Malcolm Rosas was chasing after a ball, you can see that he pulls up quite short and he's holding his hamstring, and I think the club has now confirmed that he's definitely done his hamstring, so we probably won't see him for a number of weeks now. Same with Adam Sard. He was chasing down to stand the mark and unfortunately he's done his left hamstring as well. In only the first 5 minutes, Christian Salem has also done his hamstring, which has now been confirmed by the club, so he will also be missing for quite a few weeks now. In a normal marking contest, Sam Taylor's come through and tried to spoil the mark. Unfortunately, he's got it wrong. There was a bit of a head clash. He ends up landing very heavily. You can see he's knocked out before he even hits the ground. We won't replay this one too many times because it is pretty brutal and very bad for him. He went straight to hospital and apparently he's in good spirits. He's back home in New South Wales and he will be out for a number of weeks. I would imagine at least 2. Short was subbed out in the second quarter. Apparently they tried to restrap his ankle, but it wasn't good enough and he was eventually subbed out of the game. I'm not sure if this is a recurring injury or not for him. I haven't actually had a look yet to see what happens from this, but I wouldn't be surprised if Zerk Thatcher cops a fine for this. It's a very late hit on Jai Amos. You can see that Zerk Thatcher actually holds his shoulder. He does hurt it. I'm not sure if it's dislocated or what. He did play the rest of the game, but depending on the severity of what happens over the next few days will depend if he's able to play. And anyway, that's it for this week. Thank you very much for watching. If you like these update videos, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.